All right, guys, we are in the new Hyundai IONIQ 6. It's our brand new car. I'm kind of excited. I'm going to put it on Eco right now, just because I want to. And I think this can raise up a little bit, get it in my spot. And for me, that's perfect. I can kind of see the screen exactly where I need it to be. This, I'm pretty sure I just neutral. Drive. It actually has drive up there. Oh, it's so bizarre. So weird. Am I going to go forward? Yep. It's happening. It is happening. So, if you watched yesterday's video, the dealership, which was Bruce Hyundai, here in New Minas, which is pretty close to where I live, actually, he went through the whole thing with me, and which was good. I think I could have figured out a lot of it on my own, of course, but it was a great way to learn a lot about it for myself and for him. And right now I have the iPedal on. That is so strange. It's strangely awesome. So what happens is I can actually take my foot off and she will, I'm pretty sure, just, yeah, so it's level 2. Paddle switch regeneration conditions not met. I don't know what that means. 3, there it is, iPedal. So you have to give it a fair bit of, I say gas, but it's not gas. You know what I mean. Fair bit of power. I'm going to just adjust that. It's so quiet. So quiet. Anyways, you guys can see the screen. I'm going to do this. Ready? That's normal. So normal. Oh yeah, iPedal. Man, it stops fast. We're going to go in here. We're in sport mode. And I think it's just how the pedal reacts. So if I just... Oh, you know what? I have to say... I had a bit of, I want to say, not concern, but I was a little bit skeptical in the fact that I was like, oh, I wonder what, or if it would be better to get the all-wheel drive with the 2 motors because of power. My gosh, that's plenty fast, right? Plenty fast. And then when I'm in here, I can switch it down to Eco, or I can go to normal. She has a different feel. The screen changes color. The dots change color, which I like, and all that kind of stuff can be customized. Now, here are some other cool things. Here's my cruise control. It turns the iPedal off, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, it has like the ability to, you can see this, it sees a car. I think you can see it in the actual dash, right? So how close it is. So I got a good speed. I'm pretty happy with my speed right now. You can also have this kind of steering assist, and I think it's on. Yeah, it is. And you can see there's the little green lines. Now watch this. Ready? I'm going to take my hands off the wheel. There's a curve. Now, I don't know. A lot of cars will only let you do this for like a couple seconds before it forces you to put your hands back on the wheel. But as you can see, I am going a lot longer than just a couple seconds. It has pretty much just taken over. Now there's some curves up here, and I'm very curious. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to see if I can maybe switch. I gotta adjust my mirror while I'm doing this. Can I adjust my mirror? Here we go. So there is also some rain happening. So we got some rain. Yes. Just gotta do that, which is nice. I'm gonna just turn those on. And as you can see, I still haven't touched the steering wheel, you know? And I've got my cruise set at 111, right? And the wipers are super nice. Okay, there's a decent curve up here. Yeah, you guys can possibly see it. That's a decent curve. Keep my hands closed just in case it doesn't see it, right? But it seems to see it just... Now, again, this is not something I would just test or trust if I was doing a long trip, for sure. But that's surprisingly good. Like, I'm pretty shocked at how good that is actually just kind of keeping me in between the lines. Like, how awesome, I guess. It's awesome and a little scary at the same time, right? Just because you're like, should I be doing more? right? I'm just going to turn that off. I do like oh, there it goes. It says keep hands on the wheel. That was a long time. That was a really long time. But I kind of like that, actually. I do. I kind of like that. Now, the stay between the lines feature, drive assist or whatever it's called, I don't think that's a feature that I would necessarily use often, but it is cool. Now, what I also want to do is I want to see if this will, just keep hands on the wheel. If I do a lane change, will it just change lanes for me? Because some of them will. No. Maybe if I turn, if I force it, no. So just kind of be aware. It doesn't necessarily, once I turned, it took a minute, and then you'll see the steering wheel part of it decided to not turn on, and then it came off. And then this one here, this button here is how close. Right now, I don't have it close. Distance, you got your distances, so you got like 3 distances, so how close you want to get to the other car. I would probably say 3 would be fine. I do like that it flashes at you. It flashes at you, but it doesn't seem to stop the feature. You know what I mean? The feature just kind of keeps coming on. Anyways, I was like, it's got a little bit of a wind sound, but my window wasn't up all the way. I think this is going to be awesome, and you guys can see here my range, 564 kilometers. What happens if I go to Eco? Does it change? 580 kilometers. Yes, sir. And there's a car coming up behind me. But I'm getting over because I really am enjoying this car. I have to say, now I'm going to turn the steering wheel feature off because it's not necessarily something I need. Headlights as well. It does have like auto headlights, so of course they'll turn on when it gets dark. But it also has the auto high beam feature, and a lot of new cars have this, but it's something that we have never had, because we've never had. Our newest car was our Tucson, which is a 2015. So that doesn't have any of these bells and whistles by any means. See, this is actually, it says it sees a car. So I'm very curious. If I got up on it, yes, I think it's saying, here's the other thing. Because the car doesn't make any noise at all, my gosh, you have to be like crazy. I'm going to turn the steering wheel feature back on. I kind of like it. You have to be really aware of your speed limit, because all of a sudden you're doing like 120, 130, because there's no noise, you know, and that's cool. See my speed? It dropped to 106 because the car in front of me is only doing 106 or 105 as of right now. That I appreciate more than most people will ever know. I think that is just a fantastic feature without question. And what's also nice about this is that for me doing some of these like video stuff, especially with the steering wheel feature on, I still have to concentrate on the road. Don't think you're not going to concentrate on the road, but being able to kind of look at the camera and know that the car is going to remain in the middle of the actual lane, that's super nice. You know what? There will probably be another video coming up soon, or if you guys have questions on this, because I'm going to be learning this car as I go as well. Day one on the car, and again, I want to thank our sales guy for going through the kind of the walkthrough, because it is a lot to go over. I luckily was able to figure out a lot of it by myself and be able to figure out all the apps and all that kind of stuff ahead of time. But you know what, if you're buying an EV or even a newer vehicle, just make sure you give yourself some time, because we definitely it definitely took us probably 45 minutes to go over all the stuff in the car, just to really make sure that we had a good idea of everything that the car had in it and was capable of doing. So I'm gonna end this video right now, because I think it's long enough for you and I to just realize that I love our purchase. I think it's awesome. Super happy with it. Super quiet. It is going to take a little bit of time to get used to, We do have a level 2 charger that we had installed at our house yesterday, so that's really good. But yeah, it's just a matter of getting used to it and spending some time going through, like, let's say the menu system and things like that, just so that you know where things are and that you can get access to them a little quicker than normal. Other than that, again, I am super pleased with our purchase. And this is the IONIQ 6 rear wheel drive. They can call it, in Canada, it's the preferred long range rear wheel drive. Tongue twister a little bit. And so it doesn't have leather, it doesn't have a sunroof. There's a few bells and whistles that it doesn't have. It has the 18-inch wheels versus the 20-inch, but because of that, we get better range. For us, range was the most important part of the whole deal. So I think we chose wisely, and I'm looking forward to us being able to go for a road trip in this for sure. I think that's something that we will have coming up soon as we test what kind of range we actually get on this car. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you there. If you are interested in the IONIQ 6, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions about it, leave them below, because I am learning as I go, and I will be sure, if you have a question, to answer or try to figure out the answer. All right, guys, that's it from my Hyundai IONIQ 6, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Later.